Guy Creative here. In this video, I'm going to unbox the Reolink Duo camera system for review. I'm going to start off by taking a look at the packaging, which looks pretty good. It has information about the Reolink app on the left side and item specifics on the right. Now let's open it up to see what all is inside. First thing I see is a manual, marketing materials, whole guide, and a warning sticker for your property. Next out of the box is a network cable and outdoor cable connection protector, camera mounting hardware, a screwdriver, and the Duo PoE camera along with a mounting bracket. Now let's take a closer look at the camera itself. It comes with this blue protective cover over the lenses, so I would leave that on until it has been installed. It has mounting points at the top and bottom, and a slot for a micro SD card also at the bottom here. Now I'm going to install the mounting bracket by unscrewing the swivel mount so I can get it into the desired position. Then I just screw it onto the camera, and it will be ready to mount outside. The mounting bracket makes installation easy. You just slide the camera on from the top and install one screw at the bottom. Then plug in your network cable attached to a PoE switch and you're done. This has two 4-megapixel cameras that will show side by side, a microphone, a speaker to talk, lights and infrared for night vision. I'm going to be replacing my RLC 410 camera, so I simply unscrew and unplug it from the house. Now I feed the network cable through the mounting bracket and screw it into place. Next I need to shove the camera cable through the hole in the mounting bracket before connecting it to the network cable attached to my PoE switch. Then I just shove it through the hole into the house. I also shove in a napkin to help prevent bugs and cold air from getting in through the hole. Now I just slide the camera mount over the top of the bracket and then install the bottom screw in, and I have the camera mounted and ready for adjustment. Having the Reolink mobile app installed really helps since you can open it up outside to line up your views, so let's go over that process next. I have an Android device, so I need to head over to the Play Store to download and install the Reolink app. Just type Reolink into the search bar, and the app should appear to tap on and install. Once it finishes installing, just click on Open to set up your cameras. The first thing you'll need to do is enter a password for each camera you want to access with the app. Then it will ask you to name your device before it will connect. Now I'll need to grant the app permissions to use my phone, so I tap on Settings to do so. Then I scroll down to Permissions and allow the microphone, so I can talk through the camera, and storage if I want to record. First let me show you why this camera is so cool. It's designed to display the feed side by side almost perfectly aligned. To see it that way on a mobile device, you'll need to tap on this icon right here. To switch back to the previous view with more options, tap here in the upper corner. Now here is another cool feature of this camera. It allows you to talk to anyone standing near it by tapping the talk icon here. Then tap again when you're done talking. You can also trigger an audio alarm to scare off any suspicious bystanders by tapping here. Or you can trigger the lights on the camera by tapping here to turn them on and off. As you can see, there's a little bit of a delay on the features, so be patient. To get to the camera settings, tap on the gear icon in the upper corner here. Here is where you can set everything up, such as the motion detection for recording. Let's mess around with the detection zone a bit to see how that works. You can use the paint feature to block areas of the video that you don't want to detect motion. and then use the erase feature for the parts of the video that you do want to record when it detects motion. Erase all will detect all motion within the video. You can tap here to switch to the second camera. Once you have your detection zones established, tap on Save to keep the changes. Motion detection sensitivity is another feature you might want to mess around with. Higher sensitivity detects every small change to the video in the detection view. Now let's get rid of the watermark and other info on the video by tapping Display. Just go through the display items to hide them if you don't want them to appear in the videos. Apparently these settings are for both views of the camera, so you can't have different settings. To record video, tap on the second camera icon at the bottom. Then just tap again to stop recording. Tap on the playback icon at the bottom to view your recordings. The app has more features, but I'm just showing the basics that I use most. I mostly use the PC software, so let's go over that next. First thing I'm going to do is download and install the Reolink software, so let's head over to reolink.com via the Chrome browser. Then up to Support, and down to App and Client. Now you just click on the blue button that reads Download for Windows and wait for the installer file to complete in the lower left corner. Once the file is ready, just click on it to install the software. After the installer has completed, click on Finish to launch the software. You will see me rearrange my desktop icons here while it loads. The Windows firewall will prompt you to allow the software network access, so just click here to grant it permissions. Once you do that, the software will automatically detect all the Reolink cameras on your network. Now I just provide the password we created when we initialized the camera with the mobile app. To mute or control the volume on the camera, click down here on the volume icon. The icon next to it is the different camera views, so let's go through those to see how they're laid out. You can have up to 36 camera views on each page. What I'd really like to see is Reolink release the same software with different instances that run together, so I can watch the cameras on multiple monitors. Right now I have to use an old version of their software or remote into another system that also has the software installed to do that. As you can see, you get quite a bit of options to view multiple cameras, but the side-by-side feature of the Duo camera is best if viewed at the same size next to each other. The last icon on the bottom right is the full screen feature that will maximize your view's display area. Just press the escape key to exit out of it. And to maximize the software, click the middle top right icon. This lock icon will prevent you from accidentally doing anything with the cameras. The add icon to the left of that will allow you to add cameras on different networks. You can do so by using the IP address or UID of the camera you wish to add. The software should automatically show all the cameras on the network if you click this refresh icon. For the client software settings, click on this gear icon in the upper right corner. If you only want to view certain cameras, you can prevent the software from adding others by turning the Add Devices Automatically feature off. The general area has other features such as an alarm beep, but I'm just showing what I use most. Click on Record to configure the software recording features such as where to store the files on your system. Scroll down and click Enable Record if you want to set a schedule for different types of recording. I always just select all time for motion, and it will record every single motion event no matter what time it is. Make sure you click Save after you modify this. To access each view of the Duo, click on the drop-down to the left of the name. If you want to configure the camera's settings, click on the gear icon to the right. Starting at the bottom with System Settings, you can perform maintenance such as upgrading the firmware, restore default settings, or reboot the camera. You can also change the date and time and user password under the System Setting option. If you have a micro SD card installed, you can access the playback features under Storage. Network settings is self-explanatory. The surveillance features are pretty robust. You can configure your recording settings and specify how you want to be notified of any activity the motion detection captures. You can configure file transfer protocol to upload your videos to any server attached to the internet, or set your siren to trigger when the camera detects motion. Push notifications can also be configured here. Now under the camera settings, you will find display features that will allow you to manage the overlays and set up a privacy mask if you want to block out neighboring properties. You can also configure brightness and other related display settings as well. Click on Stream to configure the resolution and frame rate you want for your video types that you record. The Duo offers 16 by 9 aspect ratio options to choose from, and up to 25 frames per second. Click on Detection Alarm to configure detection zones and their attributes such as person or vehicle object size and sensitivity. I already set up the detection zones using the mobile app, but you can customize the area of both cameras here. It may take a little tweaking to perfect your settings, but Reolink made it really easy to do. Audio and light is where you can configure the Duo to record audio, adjust the speaker volume, turn the infrared lights on or off at night, and manage the spotlight. One thing to consider is that the spotlight will attract bugs that trigger motion when left on. The info area shows model number, firmware version, and other info for each camera. Well, that's the end of the video. Hope it helped.